Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Bash and this is Nomad Scrambler, and today we're talking about if money was no object, what would be my dream bikes. Wow, alright, it's windy today, but the weather was far too good not to get out on the bike. So yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, to be honest, and the main thing for me is, like, say I won the lottery and I won some stupid amount of money where money was no longer the limiting factor and storage was no longer the limiting factor. So say I had a nice big garage with like epoxy floors, the hexagon lights that just make cars and bikes look so good. What would I have and why? And I've been thinking about it a lot, and I kind of guess you can break it down into a few categories. So let's talk about it today. I mean, we'll get the first one out of the way. If I could have any bike, obviously I'm going to choose my street scrambler. I absolutely love this thing. This is a 2019 Triumph Street Scrambler, and I've fully customized it now to the point where I am more than happy with this bike. There's still a few things I want to do, like just sort out some of the chrome on it. Like, I want black handlebars, I want the bark busted bits to be black as well. And I guess other than that, I'm kind of there, to be honest. But yeah, like, that's like the easy answer, really, I guess. Like, that is my one of my dream bikes. That's why I went out and I spent so much money buying this thing in the first place, because it was the bike that when I was learning to ride, when I had my 125, I wanted this bike because it was just everything that I dreamed about. It looked cool, it looked retro, it was at home, off-road as well as like in the city, which was massive for me, because like I don't want to just ride around on the road. If I can go off-road, if I can go on the dirt, like, why would I not, you know? And this thing just suits my kind of style massively. I just completely missed my indicator. If you apologies for some of the audio sounds as well. Basically, I've got a little sling bag on today and it keeps moving around on my back, so got to either find a way to keep it in place or rethink the setup for the pipe audio. But anyway, I guess moving on, street bike, like, I guess no list of dream bike would be really complete without having like a street demon bike, like something that you take into the city, something that you take to meets, and people just look at it and go, man, what a bike. And I guess my dream street bike in that sense would be the MT10 SP. Like, that thing's just a weapon on wheels. It is literally like an engine, a fuel tank and two wheels, and just hold on and hope for the best. Oh yeah. Such a bumpy road, man. Every time I come down here though, but it's normally dead quiet. That's why I like it. But anyway, no, Yamaha MT10 SP in the blue, in the Yamaha blue, with like the orange forks, and just, yeah, that thing looks mean. But I did see it in like almost like a Nardo Grey colour, but it was a Yamaha colour by a guy called Tucker Gott. I'll see if I can find a photo of his on Instagram and throw it up. He's got the MT10 and this thing looks the business, man. Like, if I had that, yeah, that would be one of the prides of my collection for sure. Why would it not be, you know? I guess as well, like, honourable mentions, I don't know if I would though, but like maybe an XSR 900 I think they're really cool. They're just like a retro, but they're powered by that Yamaha engine that they basically put in the MT line. So it's kind of like the retro hooligan bike is what I would describe it as. Like, you can look the business and look nice and retro, or you can just go out and send it, which is sick, to be honest. And why would you not want one as well? But again, money's no object, so in my dream garage, why not? Let's throw in 2 of those. But no, like the big one though, the absolute big one, a sport bike. What sport bike would I have? Because every collection's got to have one, right? Oh my god, I forgot they resurfaced this. Right on the bend. Norfolk County Council, you need to sort your stuff out, because this is getting ridiculous. Every road where there's potholes, all you do is just put down this loose crap so that cars go over and roll it. However, that's fine for a car, but us bikers, like, this is ridiculous. It's alright if you've got some grippy wheels, but I've not. Well, I have. I've got big knobblies, but they still slide on gravel. See ya! Anyway, where was I? Superbike. It's got to be either... Everyone loves the Yamaha R1, but for me, it's got to be, see what I mean, this front end wanted to dip there. For me, it's got to be the BMW S1000 RR with all the carbon edition bits. Like, oh, it just looks mean. It's got that like fighter jet front, and I just think that's so sick. Especially like if you were going to track that thing, like, and you were a good rider, you could put in some proper good lap times on it. I mean, I'm not the best, man. I don't know how to corner. I can't get my knee down, but I could try. And if money's no object, I could throw that thing down the track and not feel bad about it, which would be absolute heartbreak if I took this thing to a track and then ended up throwing it down the road. In there as well, like, I guess I'd have to have some kind of enduro bike, something that I could go and ride trails on, and something that's a bit lighter. But then I also like the idea of having it road legal. So where else would you look other than Honda for that one? And I mean, you guys probably disagree with some of these choices, so if you do, let me know in the comments below and tell me what you'd have instead, or why I'm wrong, and what I should get instead, I guess, if this money no object situation came about. Are you gonna pull in? Yeah, cheers, dude. But yeah, like, money no object, 100% I'd have some kind of like Honda CRF or something like that, maybe like a 450. Just because it's cool. And it would allow me to like progress as an off-road rider as well, which is something I am keen to do. Now, this is controversial, but I've gone with a dirt bike, and then no dirt bike collection is complete without at least a set of supermoto wheels. So would I just get supermoto wheels? No, like, I'm going to get myself a dedicated sumo. And I think the one that springs to mind for me has to be Husqvarna 701, man. That thing is so sick. I want to know what's down there, but that's for another day. yeah, Husqvarna 701 Supermo. Trick it out with a nice custom set of graphics. Hide in there the Nomad Scrambler logo. And just have it looking so sweet. Hey, but again, going to meets, going to ride outs, especially urban ride outs, that thing would look so good. An urban ride out. What else, man? I don't know if there's anything else that kind of like springs to mind immediately. Oh, yeah, if money was no object, in a heartbeat. I've been following them for a little while now, but Thornton 100 with their classic wide wheel bobbers, but I'd have my Triumphs to match, so I'd have Nardo Grey on the bobber as well as on the Scram, and I'd probably get like the passenger seat thing. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but you can like then get a cargo rack and stick that on there, and just really like have this bike where you're in a bit more of a relaxed seating position, but still got that Bonneville sound, especially with their like twisted right hand X exhaust. That thing looks so good, and that for me is just an unreal upgrade to the bobber, and it's almost like having a Mansouri car but of the Triumph bobber world. And like, you've only got to look at blokes like James Rides, he's got a sick custom bobber. Like, they're becoming more and more popular, and I guess I could kind of like live out my Sons of Anarchy dream and have that thing, which would be so good. So I guess, yeah, that's kind of it. Throwing it in there as well, small capacity bike. Now, I've not test rode either of these bikes. I can only remember what my my Hilts was, but I'd definitely throw in at least one mutt. And I'm thinking it would always be the Super Moto, which would be my conversion of a mutt Razorback into a Supermoto, because I think that would just, a retro style Supermoto like that would look so good. High fender, big upright front headlight. It would just look cool. On top of that, I guess maybe the DRK01, their new offering, their new venture into the liquid cooled world. I think that's kind of like a cool thing to have. They probably wouldn't get rid of that much, so maybe field bikes, but being able to have them, hello pheasant. It's that time of year where the pheasants start coming out on the roads and I have to start dodging them. But no, I think that is kind of it. That would be like my ultimate guide, or like my dream bike collection if money was no object. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below though. Like, do you agree with those choices? Are there anything you'd add, anything you'd take away? I mean, the chances of it happening are so slim, but imagine the content you could make if you had all of those in the garage. That'd be so good. I'm trying to think where I am. I kind of just like went out with the idea of creating a video and this idea in my head, and I didn't really think of a route. I wanted to go out to the coast, but the other day when I went out towards the coast, the weather was terrible, even though it was like this over where I am, a bit more central. And then I was like, do you know what, no, I'm not going to risk it, I'm just going to go in and see what's around, like towards Thetford Forest kind of way. Yeah, anyway, leave me a comment down below, let me know what bikes you'd have in that dream bike garage. Like the video if you do, subscribe if you aren't already, and hit the bell so you're notified when I post new videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.